We were talking about those guys that just don't get it, man. Like, and you want them. They're a good dude. You can see the raw material. You see that they're just right there, and you got to give them that counseling. What would you say to those people? Because a lot of our listeners have that in the back of their mind. They're like, all right, well, if I'm not going to make it, these guys are just going to say F off and get out of here. Man, how do you go about motivating those people that are just right there, that have to work on a thing or two here or there? Like, what does that conversation sound like to you?
Honesty is always the best way to go. Hey, listen, man, you're not making it. You have failed the course. You are being removed from training. You are going to be cross-trained in a different career field. That doesn't make you a bad person. That doesn't make you a lesser man. Like I said before, I can't whistle. There's things that people just can't do, and you're right. You're not getting this, and I can't turn you loose because you're going to kill people. I wouldn't tell somebody like, hey, you're going to kill somebody, but that is the consequences of not doing this correctly. There was a lot of fratricide over the course of 20 years in the GWAT. Like I'm not going to let you be that guy. And that's the worst case scenario. But the other part of that reality is like, you are still in the Air Force. You still sign that contract. Like you're going to be retrained. And honestly, and this, if I were to give advice, you shouldn't be thinking about failure and all that other kind of stuff. But this is where that like good dudership comes into play, because we can try to vector you into something that you may actually want to do. If you're a good guy, that just, you don't have the gene, you can't make 3D pictures in your head, and it just isn't going to work. But you're a good guy, and maybe you're interested in intel, or maybe you're interested in being like a sensor operator or something like that. Like maybe we can do that. If you're not a good dude, you're going to go watch jets. Like, and I'm not going to feel bad about it either. So I would say, not that you should be planning to fail and all that kind of stuff, but I completely understand. My brothers were in the Navy, but I wasn't going to try being a SEAL, because if you fail out of SEAL school, you go wash boats for 4 years. Like, I'm not going to do that, right? So I get it. Like, people are able to put some critical thought into this, so it's not a bad thing. But obviously, you can't be thinking about it. But so being a good dude will mitigate the effects of failing. However, if that does happen to you, and it's like, look, man, this isn't for you. We're definitely not going to send you off to be like a PJ or something. Like you're going to the big Air Force, but there's still cool stuff that you can be doing, and you're not, if, like I said, if you just lack the gene that gives you situational, spatial awareness, like it's fine. There's stuff there's cool stuff that you can go do, and we'll work with you on.
Dude, I live that job.
Yeah.
I got that job. I am the guy that you're talking about. I just could not put it together my first time at INDOC. I failed miserably. I've told the story a million times. I was a failure. And then I got out. I had to do a different job. But that job, I have lifelong friends from that job. That job was great for me. That was a great Air Force job. That was not AFSPEC war. It was in the med group of all places. Phys Tech fell under the med group. And luckily that provided me the path back.
I mean,